nice to get a mount back, you know? Just a little closer. There we go. Oh. Oh, sorry. Let's,
Get Ulvin to blow the whistle, and Wadis to Barren Light.
how do I get down from this thing? I'm not looking for fast travel. There we go.
I'll gate you open to you, Red.
If I could change scrape.
What's your problem? What you saying? You! I know you see me.
Still here, I see.
I just got back. Blow the whistle.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. Shouldn't take more than a day.
They're right
two.
frickin' outside!
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again. The bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvin has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah!
That's more like it.
Yeah! Woo!
Haha.
Yeah! Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Merchants are now available. Device.
Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light.
Ulvin must be brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Ah, shit. Smoke bomb. Acid trap, eh? I guess one of those couldn't hurt. Fire afterglow, fire arrows. Shoot. Crap. Hawkins.
Come back anytime.
Thank you, Hakun.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Must be someone
You
around
look
here
like
worth
someone
talking
you need
to.
to deal.
Ah, Stitcher. Valuables to sell. Can't really use that yet.
I'd run to get enough.
Oh, he's already here. Alright, Sun Priest. Let's get this
The
show
way
on
to
the
Barren
road.
Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
And I've
says.
cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay.
Banged up, but breathing.
Oh, yeah,
They're waiting
mostly.
up
Sorry.
ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway.
Right.
If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Yeah, let's see if we can talk. Oh. Just catching up from my recent gains, that's all. There wasn't anything new from that.
Finally gonna put your muscle where your mouth is? Think of it. What happened to that hammer you lost?
Oh, she's bound to be in here somewhere. If this is the tavern.
Are you ready?
There you are.
Hey, Loy. Change your mind about that brew? Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So what brought you
I
here?
thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out of Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Alright guys, sorry about that. My stepdad wanted help with the TV. You know, that deal where someone's trying to get a certain channel or whatever, and... yeah, I had to move the antenna around a bit.
Well, from up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. I have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
This Talon guy might still be in chain screen.
Play some
Could have a word with him first.
Alright.
Hello again. How goes your search?
About that.
Oh. I guess I don't have exactly
I
what...
should be good.
Right.
Sorry. I thought I had everything, so that's why I talked to him while I was in here. Machine strike beginner. Oh, they're in Petra's bit of the... okay.
Hammer to your head.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
Oh, it's a board
I
game.
was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set. A Tenakth original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tenakth like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy.
Oh, so it's like
We each get a set of pieces.
Stratego in a sense.
Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
Okay.
And remember, each machine... Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Okay.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and... Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just we're forging onwards. Let me... And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces?
Okay.
Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the when performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination and its own this board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine, and your current machine has 2. So in total, your machine's, since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of it, and just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference, this means your machine can do 2 points. Did you get all that?
Yeah, just about.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close up? You can make your machines. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it.
Oh.
Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now,
So you gotta hit him
red shows
anywhere
the
else.
machine's weak point. Here, let me show. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second. And by the look of your machine, you'd be sacrificed. But sometimes that can be a good overcharge your machine to attack. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do, which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be now. But that means that wasn't so hard, was it?
Nah.
Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there.
Thanks.
You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn the game in your favor. Though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. Oh, no need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks.
Alright. Let's go. Not expect to get flickered into something like that.
You know where to find me, Red.
That was my fault. I will take whatever ale you recommend.
That's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing, and it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to carja lovers. On your blasted way.
Alright, I think we've done enough here. Let's get moving. Can't miss that embassy.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override.
There you are. Look at him, just coming up running like a little puppy. Here we are. Barren Light.
Barren Light. I must fire the sun done before the Forbidden West. And Carja Horn. That means the embassy's starting soon. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. But first, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Is that the savior of Meridian? Can we have a word?
Okay, Karoof.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind.
Will do.
If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Of course.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates
those are
open.
tracks.
Where's Errand? Looks like he's had a few.
Oh boy.
Gentlemen?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, Whatever you need. Ask away.
How have you been?
How have things been since I...
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the clay. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seen the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. That is the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all on the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Barren Light.
What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put out, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh, yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Saving the world, that sounds like a lot for just one...
errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there.
I think he's acting the way he's acting towards her because, well, Aloy's been like a second sister to him ever since he lost his first Ursa in the last game.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth out there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed.
What?
Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
Oh.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen Carja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Carja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tenakth return personal effects taken from Carja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Marshals?
You said something about Tenakth marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. My Eve over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Alright, where is Nozar?
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids.
So I heard from
Years of
Aaron.
labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
Oh yeah.
Finally! There you are! Brother! Good looking!
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Okay.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Aloy, was it?
Yes.
Nope.
The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Yeah, but
Both sides must signal readiness until the Tenakth sound their horn. We wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans.
Yeah,
How
I
many
remember.
banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian. File a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
oh boy. I'm going now.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Varl! Oh, looks like he ended up shaving. Only caught a couple seconds glimpse, but yeah.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
What you got?
I'm asking nicely.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Oh boy.
Nozar! You stupid bastard!
Oh
You
boy.
think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
That's a good point.
Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Yes, saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Once again, Varl's coming with us.
To this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tenakth, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
Oh boy. So that's the Tenakth, huh?
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with that. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav.
Yeah.
Avad gave me a message for you.
You're his cousin, aren't you?
Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high.
They made you a marshal, didn't they?
This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sun Rim, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. They'll arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
What do you say? I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed.
Got yourself in more trouble than you'd bargained for.
They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind in return to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere.
So you took it up?
When they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaru stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you?
Right, the behemoth.
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
And the word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakths just spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
Yeah.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
I think I've heard enough for now.
As you wish.
Right.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands.
Thank you.
A task so important, and it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Thank you.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Oh, the embassy, we can begin. So, Land, Sea, and Sky are the three tribes, I'm guessing? Huh.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
Oh.
We have banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
The embassy.
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come
for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Okay, so we just gotta get through this first. It's cool, we can wait it out. Ah. Lazar, Valdis.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Let us begin. Ah, the gifts. Gifts. Why do I have Velociraptor shoes? Not that I have anything against the style, but it's actually pretty cool. I just...
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Huh? What's going on?
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regalla.
Regalla. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
Oh, great.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh, I think she's brought the goods. Ooh! It's one of those claw striders, isn't it? The Velociraptor machines. Those things are cool. That's what I changed my profile pic to recently. Ooh. They got bristlebacks as well. Fire ones, that is.
They're riding machines. Where'd they learn to do that?
I think I know. Yeah.
Fashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archer! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Ooh, I felt that one. Aloy, he's dead. I think. Oh. Sky Tribe. Oh no. No. They'll be killed. Oh, this girl knows what she's doing. I'm taking her down.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
I kinda knew that was gonna happen, and to be honest, I'm not... It's a bit of a nuisance, I hate to say it.
I don't have a shot!
Nazar! Fashav, no! Fashav!
What happened? Can you see?
They took him down.
Hey! Calm down and fight
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!